We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Run. Hey, check. There we go. Wide,
Prescott looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. Get out.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Yeah, blocked down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 47. 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rolling to and a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go. 46. 46. 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Check 50, check 50.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Bell fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gun. Switch, and hey. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A give to Elliott. And he's got room. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
And a short gain down to about the 33. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
46. Done.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yards just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Again, it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing. Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep left. And got his man complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that one results in 35 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Stays on his feet. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The give is to Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Wide, ain't it? Here you go.
Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 47, 47. It's coming now. Here we go, 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a keeper with Prescott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's finish now.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here you go.
Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, a Hail Mary. From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense. Getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Monday.
Breeze down to throw. And Gibbs got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
11.
They go play action here on first down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Breeze now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go. 8, 8, 8, 8. Stop, guys.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 52 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, we're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that. Super toe.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Good set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. There's Breeze. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Steelers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now he's forced out left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
13.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A very solid gain of 27. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Get set. Under.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was tough.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. First half in the books. You're watching. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go. Show that bench. Go. Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A give to Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And his throw is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is
He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Easy.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. On play action. Now Breeze. Rolling to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 41 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's got Rodgers. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Let's go.
Again, it's Bell. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so. That's fielded in the end zone.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. To throw is Breeze. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play. Breeze able to hook up with Ted Ginn. 42 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Roethlisberger. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You just got through saying a moment ago someone was going to need to step up and force a turnover. Not only a turnover, but 6 points.
Yeah, think about it from the defense's perspective. How do you take the ball away, and can you convert it into points? Didn't even have to rely on their offense. They did it all on their own.
And now this defense will be coming right back on the field, and still more work to do trailing. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively. as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And James has it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. This is Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Let's go. Jack 16.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go.
Here's Bell. Demario Davis there on the stop. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.